And this episode is sponsored by me. Do you struggle with sleeping, and particularly struggle with light while sleeping? I think it's time you treat yourself to a high-quality sleep mask. I've been using a sleep mask for the past 3 years to help improve my sleep, and I'm so stoked to finally have one that has been created for my own sleeping needs. At Infinity Sleep, all of our sleep masks are lightweight. They completely block out 100% of light and have a 3D design. The 3D design allows you to open and close your eyes freely within the mask, alleviating eye pressure that is normally caused by generic sleep masks. The sleep mask's ergonomic shape conforms perfectly to the contours of your face to ensure no light enters even in the brightest conditions. My business, Infinity Sleep, are now taking email signups for our new graphene sleep masks, and if you sign up, you can receive 50% off your first sleep mask and free shipping if you spend over $100. This promotion is only available for customers based in New Zealand and will only be available for the first 100 sleep masks, so get onto it. The link to the sign-up form is in the podcast description, or you can sign up on our website, www.infinitysleep.co.nz. That's www.infinitysleep.co.nz. And I'm here with the boys from Stonechild. How's it going?
Hello. Well, it's so good, mate.
10 out of 10?
Oh, push it up to 11. Let's get it going.
Shit.
Let's get it going.
All right. First question. Can you please introduce yourselves?
My name is Noah. I'm the bass player of Stonechild. And this is Dom.
I'm Dom.
He's the brains.
I do guitars, I do screaming, I do DMing, I do emails, I'm the accountant, I do Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
Thank you.
I have static electricity coursing through my veins right now. Yeah, I'm the accountant.
Mr. Stonechild himself.
I'm Stonechild, last name Child.
I understand. All right. How great is it to be a part of Dougfest? How are you guys feeling for that?
Feeling great. I saw like a lot of it on Instagram and shit last year when the first one happened, and I was like, oh, I kind of gotta get on this. I kind of have to get in on this. Hearing myself in those monitors is fucking me out.
Yeah, it's weird. Like the sound's bouncing back. It's like a massive delay.
Yeah, it's really echoey, but it's the best we can do.
We get through it.
We'll get through it.
Yeah.
How'd you guys get together? How'd you guys all come together?
We started out as a Rockwest band.
Like
Rock
any
West.
good
Like I
New
think
Zealand band, eh?
Yeah.
A lot of other bands do, yeah.
It's yeah, we did like Rockquest and we were fucking awful. But we were one of like the 3 Rockquest bands that stay together. And we pushed through, and now we're still here, still doing shit. So I'd say we've done not too bad. We're in Hamilton from down south, so we've done a little bit better than other bands.
Yeah, most bands probably from where
It's
you're
also
from.
our first ever North Island show. So we're pretty stoked about that too.
It is.
Yeah.
Shout out Hamilton.
Hell yeah.
Yo, thank you.
Shout out to the Tron.
Shout out Joe Biden. Rest in peace.
All right. My next one for you fellas is Dan. Are you gonna, get down to your undies?
Who the fuck is Dan?
Damn.
Oh no, Dom. That's a typo.
It's okay. I forgive you.
I'm calling you Dan from now on.
Oh shit.
Stuck.
Straight away with the mistakes, me.
The undies is a possibility. I won't give spoilers, but the ones I'm wearing right now are Garfield underwear. So,
Might get a sneak peek later.
you know what? Sure. Give me a $5. I'll do anything.
Damn. You're easily bored. No. All right. When I was listening to you guys' music, for me, it was like kind of like slam poetry and with the vocal style. while I was listening to it. Do you guys have like any poetic influences or experience writing poetry as such?
I did English mainly in high school.
Me and
I
Dom
was
took a creative writing class together.
yeah.
Back in, like, year
I was in a
9.
creative writing class. I
Yeah.
hated maths, dropped out as soon as I could. So I guess that's where that comes from. But slam poetry was never
Never a
something
part of it?
I think that could just be the vocal style that feels the most natural to me. I don't really think when I'm singing. I just sort of do, and that's just what came out. The only time I thought was like when I started, I was doing an American accent, and I was like, that sounds like shit. So I forced myself to sing in this accent instead.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of Kiwi bands would try and do the American accent. Fuck, this delay is like really fucking me up. I'm like so disorientated. But I feel like a lot of bands do try and do that in New Zealand, like with like rock. I guess because most rock music comes out of the States, right? Or like Britain, so you try and emulate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, have you guys got like a favorite American band?
Favorite American band? Okay. Shout out Show Me the Body, like a noise punk band from New York. They have a banjo, and they just fucking scream and make noise with like synths and stuff. It's pretty sick.
Mean.
I think as a band, we do owe a lot to Nirvana as well. Like realistically, when we started, we were just like a shitty Nirvana.
Right.
Like I think we've maybe evolved past that now, but like,
I hope so.
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens, but
Yeah.
it's up to you guys. You're the judge. Are we fucking Nirvana, but shit? Are we?
You gotta talk yourself up more than that.
Are we the next Silverchair, or are we just another cover band?
Nick Silverchair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we need. Who writes most of the songs?
Dom does.
I was gonna say it's kind of a mix.
It is a mix. But I'd say most of the ideas come from Dom, and then they develop from me. Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of tell which song came from which person, because if it came from Noah, it'll have like musical literacy, and it will be like more than just like 4 power chords. But if it came from me, it's that, you know. So you can kind of tell, but it's usually just one of us comes up with a riff, and then we all kind of build on it together. There's a lot of jamming where we don't really sit down with a whiteboard and like go, okay, chorus 4 bars, verse 8. We just get bored doing that. So we kind of just play the riff until someone does something different, and we're like, oh yeah, that's cool, chorus.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a pretty
change
organic process, I guess. And like often I think like if I make a mistake when we're jamming and it sounds good, like I often keep it. Like
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know,
funny how that
it's
works.
It's kind of
though.
good discovering new stuff through doing that, you know. Yeah.
It's funny how that works when you like do something you shouldn't have in a song, and it's
and it
like,
sounds good
let's keep
somehow.
that.
Yeah, I mean, well, at least with the sections in our songs that are just fucking noise, it's just me not knowing what to play as well. So I'm like, okay, what if this was like a section where I just turn on every pedal and I just make noise, but it's never like an inspired thing. It never comes from an idea. It's always just, oh, I don't know what to play here. Like in a section where there would be a solo, I'm like, I know one scale, and it's not in the key of the song, so fuck it.
Oh, good. What would you say the band's biggest influences? Sorry, latency.
Of like Stonechild.
Yeah, as a whole.
I mean, I think all of us, it's a little bit different. At least for me right now, especially with performances and like being on stage, it's a lot of hardcore punk. Fugazi and Show Me the Body are the 2 ones for me where I'm trying to channel that when I'm on stage, because that's just like movement for the sake of releasing some kind of like energy. And it's like my favorite type of art is usually stuff that's really expressive as opposed to carefully made or thought out. Stuff that's just in your face, really abrasive and expressive. I love that shit. And I've found that like the performance style of bands like that are the ones that have captured me the most when I watch them. And so I'm like, that's what I want to channel when I'm on stage. I want to try capture, see if someone else in the audience feels that same way that I do, and I want to connect with that person. Go on.
That's a fucking good answer.
I think it's cool to be inspired by lots of like other local Christchurch bands as well. Like, just say for instance, we played a gig with a band called St. Peter's Thursday the other day, and like they just fucking killed it. It was so good, and like just seeing the energy that other bands bring and how they do things, I think definitely for me that influences how I do it, and I think with all of us that applies to.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right, fellas, got a couple generic questions I'm going to ask everyone.
Oh, I can't wait.
Get ready. So, what is the importance of live music to you guys?
I mean, it's kind of everything. It's expression, it's community, it's like a human nature thing where we need to connect through something, and live music just happens to be the way that a lot of people do, whether that's watching it, playing it, organising it, or just helping out in any way you can. I've found that in some scenes, Christchurch is a little bit guilty of this. There's clickiness and things like that come through in the local scene, and I think the more that exists, the more that live music itself is going to be disadvantaged. Like, as much as you may hate funk or like classic rock, you've still got to support the classic rock band or the funk band, because otherwise you're not going to be able to play your free jazz. Like, live music as a whole is just straight the same as going to a party and just talking to someone. It's, in essence, at least, it's the same. It's community, it's culture, it's kind of, I could say it's a way of life, but that just sounds like I'm like reading quotes off like fucking Tumblr or some shit.
It is really necessary though, I think. Like, I mean, there's no feeling like watching a live band, like that's just absolutely killing it. Or if you're playing live music, like to an awesome crowd, like it's such a great feeling, and there's nothing that can really replace that.
Let's go with, what's your guys' craziest concert experience? Could be as playing as a band or a gig you into.
Craziest concert experience.
Fuck, I have to think about this one. Oh god. I mean, I could just go like mosh pit experiences, I guess, like elbows to the temple, concussions, like, I don't know. I've just been used and abused a lot at those harder shows, I guess. And I always look forward to it, because it's like play wrestling with your siblings when you're a kid, like that kind of release. And it's total mutual respect, but it's also like, fuck you, like just total fuck you, I'm going straight for your head, I'm going to like kick your shit in. But then also like you hug them afterwards, and it's beautiful. I don't know, I think there's like the occasional skate park gig in Christchurch, and those usually have some like characters like getting completely drunk and like falling into the bowl from like the top side. Watched some guy completely wasted. He sort of fell but slid down slowly, but he almost took the drummer of the band that was playing at, because the drum set was right at the bottom of the bowl, and it was like the biggest wall. He fell down, slid down the wall, and like nearly swept out his stool, the drum stool. And then I watched that, I was having a giggle, and then from behind me, just an elbow straight to the back of the neck, and I just went bam, down, like just fully through, and that was a great memory, like fully.
Far out. What about you? You got something that's opposite?
We played an insane show down in Dunedin last year. Like it was at a bar called Yours. It's like an all ages venue, and like man, the crowd just lost it. It was seriously so cool. Like people were just losing it. Eh?
It was an
so
all-ages
good.
show. Those fucking 15-year-olds were going feral. Like, they were frothing at the mouth and, like, just kicking the shit out of each other. I want to see more of that energy. We've found that all-ages crowds, like, tend to go a lot harder than the 18-plus crowds.
Definitely.
Because it's kids who don't have access to, like, live music. Like, if you're 18-plus, you can go any time to any gig, and you kind of just have that freedom. But when you're below that age, you're restricted to just what you're given. So they go fucking crazy for whatever they're given, you know?
All right. Last question. If aliens invaded, what song would you play them? The first song.
I'm going to give a local shout out here to the boys in Seismic from down in Christchurch. It's the Super Extraterrestrial Interstellar Space Martian Invasion Covenant. This fucked up fuzz, like psychedelic rock band from down in our city. They all dress up as aliens, get up on stage and fucking shred. I would play literally any one of their songs for the aliens and try and appease them with that as an offering. Like, we understand your culture, I think.
What about you, bro? You got a
Hot to
song?
Go by Chapel Run.
Yes!
What was it?
Hot to Go, Chapel Run.
Shout out Chapel
Shout
Roan.
out Chapel Run.
Yeah.
Fucking
rules.
bangers on bangers.
Good choice. All right, Fels. Thanks for taking the time and doing
No,
this.
yeah, thanks for having us.
Grab on later, Chelsea.
appreciate Awesome.
And it was great chatting.
Yeah.
And have a great show tonight. Fuck
Thank
yeah.
you. Yeah,
so
no,
much.
thanks for having us, man.
No, all good. Cheers,
Cheers.
Fels.
Awesome.
And I'm here with the boys from Late to Chelsea. Please introduce yourselves and what you do in the band.
You go first.
Kia ora. I'm Jack, and I play guitar and I sing. I use my voice. I play the voice.
Play the voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vocals.
Nice. My name's Smashton. I play bass, and I also test buildings' earthquake-proofness because I stomp around.
You
a
stomp
lot.
around, you
Yes,
test
sir.
out the stages.
Like a stegosaurus.
Yeah, Stegosaurus.
Yes, sir. That's probably not my favourite dinosaur, though. Velociraptor, 100%.
Velociraptor's your favourite dinosaur?
100%.
They're a bit scrappy though, aren't they?
That's what I like about them.
Yeah.
Got the mana, got the
Put up a
spirit.
fight, go
That's
after the
one.
T-Rex, try and rip
Yeah.
them down.
Exactly, not the biggest of dinosaurs.
Whether they win or lose, at least they tried.
100%.
Mine will
respect that.
forever be the T-Rex. You know that T-Rexes actually have lips?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or they had lips, according to scientists.
They're not around anymore?
Last time I checked, they weren't.
It's devastating.
Do you reckon that T-Rexes are so angry because their hands are here and they can't masturbate?
100%. Oh.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of pent-up hormones in there.
Sure.
But I mean, they could rub against a tree,
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
those
Yeah.
the videos of the bears when they scratch their asses on the tree. They're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so good. Yeah, poor trees probably been molested by dinosaurs back in the day. No, yeah.
That's great. All right, fellas. Is it you guys did Dougfest last year? Am I
Yes.
correct? No.
We didn't. We did Dougfest Junior.
Dougfest Junior.
Yep.
Baby
But how's it
Dougfest.
part of being Dougfest 2? Too Fast 2
amazing.
Dougfest.
This is an honor
Oh yeah, 100%.
of the greatest. This is up there with the Nobel Prize.
I think so.
Yeah.
The Nobel Prize of the New Zealand music scene.
Right, straight up, that's not even included. I think, there's Marie Curie in science and that guy who wrote the book once for reading and literature and stuff.
And then there's
New Zealand
Doug.
music specifically, you know.
Yeah. But no,
100%. It's
it's-
absolute honor.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Jack.
real honor to be here. First time we played at Hamilton as well, so that's
Yeah,
really
which is
exciting.
cool.
First time in the
Um,
Tron.
Yeah, we
I
were
know.
our third gig outside of Tamaki Makaurau, where we were from. Played in Raglan last year, which was cool.
Yep.
Played at Lee at the Sawmill Pub. Not sure if that's quite out of Auckland, but
It's kind of rural Auckland,
yeah.
I'd say.
But he had first time in the Tron, or
Yeah.
not ever,
Yeah.
but
First time to
for,
play.
for
First time to
music
play.
reasons. Probably one of the first times willingly.
Yeah, the live sound here already sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
I was surprised. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
listening to Coridian soundcheck earlier, I couldn't help but get the stank face going.
yeah.
We love Doug and all the Dougfest sort of
Yeah.
crowd as well.
And
So it's just super cool to play.
Black Sands.
Black Sands.
Doug said I can't drink it, which is a shame because it's cold. But
Yeah, fucking Craig. Eh?
Big ups Craig and Pink
Nah,
Plates and all the bands that are here tonight. And big ups Only Scott podcast.
Thanks, bro.
It's
Appreciate
literally
it.
Only Scott. It's delivered to the name. It's great. It was fantastic stuff.
Cheers. All right, one thing I want to ask you guys about your music is, when I was listening, there's a lot going on throughout the different music you've got. One song that caught my attention was Permanent Stank Disorder. Great name.
Thank you.
Tell me about the writing for that track.
Well,
Because that's quite different from the rest of the... There's a standout track to me, to the
Yeah.
other ones.
You wrote. It started with Sam.
yeah, so I don't do a lot of the songwriting for Late to Chelsea. I very much like just playing live, having fun, getting the crowd up and going to have a good time. But I wrote this really great bass line, which is in the verse, the boom, boom, and I thought, this is too cool not to use for a song. So came to band practice one day. I was like, guys, got a song. And I had the Permanent Stank Face and sort of name in my head. I said, guys, got a bass line. Let's write a song out of it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what we did.
It-
We all kind of have a mutual love for like bands like Limp Bizkit and stuff.
Yeah.
So
But it
Yeah,
didn't start
fuck yeah.
as that kind of song. At first, it was like just me going, "Do the stank face," and it was literally just that.
was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
This was we debuted this song years ago,
Yeah, sure. It's been a minute.
and then when we had a lineup change and Dave and Jack joined the band, we turned it into a new metal song. And Dave
Yeah.
rapped over it, and Sam had a verse on it as
Yeah.
well. And it's just something real different,
It's so
something
fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Because we all listen to quite different music individually, and there's actually only a couple of bands that we really mutually like a lot.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
And sure, no worries. Limp Bizkit being one of the bands, it's not really like as kind of hard and heavy as Limp Bizkit go,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
sort of the hip hop /
Yeah.
kind of rocky vibe going in there. It's a
I
bit of
think-
a homage. Yeah.
I think we turned it into a rap song when we were recording it.
Yeah, because Dave's a very talented freestyler. He's great with freestyle rap. So I thought, hell yeah, Dave, spit some bars, and he
Yeah.
did a great job. I'm pretty sure he freestyled, actually, the verse that he did, right?
No, we wrote that verse.
We wrote that verse?
And then recording it, we added like the record scratches in the background.
Yeah, shout out
And it's-
Tarragon, or Tim.
yeah.
I'm not sure what his moniker is now, but Tim, Dave's mate, down from Wellington.
It was Ryan who produced that
Was
song.
that Ryan who produced that
Yeah.
song? Oh, no, Tim did a remix.
Yeah, Tim did the remix.
Yeah, we have an EDM remix as well. Of
Yeah, we had-
Permanent
yeah.
Stank
Yeah, no,
Face.
I heard that as well.
Yeah,
that was cool. Something different, eh?
Yeah.
Like, to mix it up.
Bit of
Oh, yeah.
dubstep.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
Skrillex and all that.
Yeah. When you guys say late to Chelsea sucks, you guys go say a bit of that, you know?
All the
Yeah,
time.
all the time.
Is that a Primus reference?
No.
No, but I see where that comes from.
Yeah.
Before the law, Jack, at Primus shows, Primus get the crowd to chant, it's Primus sucks.
Oh, okay.
Primus sucks. No, actually, that is not at all related.
Oh, okay.
We just thought we can't take on that moniker.
Yeah. Because it's funny, and it also means we can mask behind if we're shit. We can.
Yeah. Well, we already told you.
We already told you we suck.
Yeah.
And then at the same time,
Classic New Zealand, like just push
True.
yourself down.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we're already shit.
it's
man.
good. It kind of sets the bar as well, like real low, so people's expectations are immediately extremely
Yeah.
low.
And then we
like,
put
oh,
it on a
it's just
shirt as well.
Exactly, we did.
You've got to bring yourself up. Man. It should be late to Chelsea's great. You should change it.
Ladies Chelsea is adequate.
Adequate.
Noisy.
It's below adequate.
Yeah, we're here purely out of sympathy and pity. Doug thought like these guys are never going to get a gig again in
Yeah,
their
we're
life.
the pity band.
Yeah, that's fair. That's what,
I somehow don't think so. But fair enough. If you think. All right. Where does the name come from?
That's your
My
one,
mum
Jack.
came up with the name.
Oh, yeah?
Uh,
Shut up, Mum.
We formed in 2019 and we
Yeah.
were deciding a name. And Sam's waving at Dave. Dave's got a burger.
Yeah, he's locked into the burger.
No, I was talking to my mum and I just went, what do I call this band? It's a punk band. And she just came up with, something to do with punk culture. What about the Chelsea Hotel? And it's 2019, punk's dead, so late to Chelsea.
Yeah.
So
Cha-ching.
the Chelsea is actually a reference to the Chelsea Hotel in New York, which was kind of the
Yeah.
epicenter of punk in the USA at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's famously where Sid allegedly killed Nancy.
Oh,
Sid
we're getting
Vicious,
on conspiracy
Oh, we're
theories.
going down that rabbit hole.
Allegedly.
Oi.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
reportedly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of heroin.
Love
Yes,
it.
yes,
Fucking
lots
stand
of
going.
that too, but
all right.
no heroin for late to Chelsea.
No heroin.
Just Black Sands Brewing. Lovely, delicious beer.
Just 2 beers.
Oh.
Who designed the monkey logo?
So my good friend Antonia designed that. Antonia and I we went camping for ages, and she did a graphic design degree at AUT. And one day we literally just had like a little stick figure drawn for our, like a little stick figure devil drawn for our logo, and we thought, hell, let's just get a proper logo going. So I approached my friend and I was like, hey, let's. She was like looking for work kind of at the time. She was at uni. I was like, I'll try to build up my portfolio. I was like, oh yeah, let's. I've got my band needs a logo. Just design it, and kind of went through the process of, what's kind of cool. We all thought like monkeys were quite cool, so it was sort of like a primate kind of center, and included a couple cool little bits and bobs and a little sort of grimace stank face going on. So, and the final product came out as it was, and it's a super cool drawing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks cool.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, we'll give a couple of generic questions, eh?
Cool.
Throw
What's
them
the meaning
out.
of life?
Let's go.
Do you believe in God?
Well, we're almost like that. What is the importance of live music to you guys?
Oh.
What does live music mean to you? Is it to late? Well, not just late to Chelsea, or just to you fellas?
I think it's so much deeper than recorded music, because you, especially in smaller venues, you know, last place here, this is, you know, it's quite packed in, so it allows you to connect with bands or musicians on a bit more of a, you know, deep and meaningful level. But I also think it's the way that music is supposed to be heard as well, is live, because recording, you know, it's not natural.
Well, live came first, right?
Yeah, yeah. And recording, it's not natural. I mean, sure, it sounds great, but nothing will ever beat a live sound.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Because if live music wasn't great, people wouldn't come to shows and concerts.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Like, I mean, I grew up doing musical theatre at school, and I always loved kind of the live aspect of it, preparing for heaps and actually getting the chance to kind of perform it. It's like don't screw up, do your best, have fun. And there's nothing like as Jack said, like live music, it's the way it's like meant to be heard. And if you screw up, you know, it's a good test for you to be like, oh, how do I deal with this, and make it a part of the show, make it fun. And there's just nothing like it, like being like right at the front of a venue and getting absolutely blasted by the PAs and having ringing ears for 2 days afterwards. Or like even seeing like the big, like your favourite bands like your Spark Arenas and whatnot, like especially down here in New Zealand, it's always so special because we're so far away from everything. Like, one of my favourite bands is Queens of the Stone Age, and I saw them earlier this year, and they were absolutely incredible just there. And I'm like, I've spent so many hours listening to these guys, and
Now you can see it for
they're
real.
incredible.
Yeah.
So it's just nothing like it.
I think
nothing like it.
as a performer as well, I mean, everyone says it. There's no other drug like it. It's like it's addictive just being on stage in front of people, feeling the energy in the room. Just, you know, and then when all the music comes together and it sounds good with all the different elements of a band as well.
100%, yeah, the only downside to it is the post-gig blues.
Yeah.
Especially something like, I know tomorrow I'm going to be just bummed out because I've been looking forward to Dougfest for
The gig.
ages.
Yeah. And then
Like,
it's like 40 minutes, and it's like, oh.
Okay, all over.
Yeah.
Back to reality. I got work on Monday, public holiday.
Nah, day off. You got day off.
No, I don't got work.
Oh, no,
time
you're
and
working.
a half, which is nice.
Well,
but
time and a half, yeah. All right. I'm sure you guys have a good one for this, actually. What's the craziest gig experience you guys have had? It could be as a band or going to a show that you've...
How not safe for work can we get on these answers?
You can go as loose as you want.
oh, no, this is great.
Should I tell the Greyland Library bathroom story?
No, that's gross. That's
or is that too nasty?
That's gross. That's just disgusting. Nah, I don't know. No. No, it's not worth. Oh, you should tag us. It's gross. It's just disgusting. No, don't. It involves very messy bathrooms.
Yes.
Like nasty.
Post gigs.
Yeah, nah.
Messy bathrooms.
Different story, please.
Oh, yeah.
Different-
You don't need much imagination for that.
Yeah.
Different story. Please, a different story. You tell one and I'll tell one.
Time out.
Yeah,
I don't really know. Our gigs, to be honest, we go wild on stage, but they're not that crazy.
Like back in like 2020, 2021, when we were first kind of kicking off, our first ever gig, shout out Lara, amazing promoter who helped us get started. We did Rockquest, that's how we kind of started up. Jack and I and a couple other people who've left the band since. But our first ever gig was in a car park off of
Yes,
K Road.
that's a good story.
Really?
It was called
in a car
Fright
park.
Night. It was like a Halloween gig.
Yeah.
And it was just in a car park of an office building it was on Ophir Street on
Yeah, I know.
off of
Oh, yeah,
K Road.
I know the one. Yeah.
And like all the power was run from the office upstairs.
Yep.
And it was just this all ages gig, like 5 or 6. There was Cherry Blind were there. Who else is there? Stacked. No, Synthesis himself, formerly Stacked, were there. A band called Don't Eat the People, who we met at Rockquest, were there. A couple other bands.
Cherry Blind?
Cherry,
Did we
Blind,
say
yeah, I
Cherry
said Cherry
Blind?
Blind,
Yeah.
yeah. And like it was just this awesome ass gig, and just in this car park. Like how
Yeah.
legal was it? Absolutely no idea.
And it was packed as well.
Yeah, it had a good turnout. It was amazing. And like, there's been like 2 or 3 moments like throughout the 5 or so years where the band's been together where I've like been like, this is the best thing ever. And one of the first one that was at that gig. We were playing our song "Fuck It," which has like an "Oi, Oi" chant in the chorus. And I saw a video of that. being filmed, and I could hear everyone in the crowd chanting.
Fuck, that's so cool.
And it was so sick. It was so cool.
It's so
And
cathartic. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
100%. I'm going to quickly add on to that part. The second absolute amazing memory that comes off of it is we put on a gig at Greyland Library Hall in I think 2021. It was called Bangers and Mosh. We had about 600 people at Greyland Library Hall, about 550, 600 people. Not 100% sure on that number, but it was a lot of people. And darts played on that lineup. Now, darts are hugely inspirational for us. My first ever gig was a darts gig. It was the Chats Darts and Sean's Beat at Galatos. And darts are there, and I was just standing on the side, all these people were going crazy at darts playing. There's like a band that I love on stage, and all these people, and it's our responsibility. And I was it's so worth it. Even all the pain in the ass admin stuff that comes and emails and making sure everyone's on time and everyone's happy.
Got all the gear and all the gear works.
Exactly.
And,
it's so worth it with moments like that. So. Yeah, for me, it's just kind of those, going through all the hard yakka, the real DIY stuff, and then just having amazing gigs, that just kind of come out of nowhere. And that in turn inspires other bands to do the same thing, and you meet new people throughout it as well. It's very, very cool. Sorry, I've been talking for ages.
Nah,
Jay.
all good, bro. All good.
No, I ditto.
Yeah. So those are two, real special standout moments for me in the last 5 years, sort of about 10 years so far. So.
Mean.
Yeah.
All right, last question.
Cool.
If aliens landed on Earth, what is the song you'd play them? What's the first song you'd play them?
I'd say the Permanent Stank-Face Disorder remix is the one that I'd play
them your
first.
own music. I'd love that.
Okay, I thought this was for our own music.
Oh, no, it could be your own music,
Okay.
or it could be any music. So that's also an acceptable answer.
It's got to be something that sort of represents society as a whole. If we're getting deep and philosophical.
If you want to get deep with it, yeah.
Espresso by Sabrina Cup. If you know me,
WAP,
it's a jazz banger.
maybe
actually.
WAP by
WAP,
Cardi
or I
B.
I'm
think
going to
we
go
get
with
annihilated.
All Night Long by Lionel Richie.
All Night Long? That's a great song.
You're going to try to seduce the aliens.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, well,
That's a
they just land and they go, okay, this
bold
planet's pretty chill.
strategy.
Yeah.
I would probably go something like Margaritaville by
Margaritaville?
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett.
I think if they heard that, they'd immediately just feel relaxed. Because being an alien would be stressful as hell.
Yeah.
Across the cosmos, trying to find planets to invade and annihilate.
Yeah.
Listen to Margaritaville. Have a cold marg. A
They-
pineapple marg,
yeah.
a fruity marg.
They land, you just hand them a margarita and a joint and you say,
Margarita-
welcome to Earth.
Yeah, welcome to Earth.
Hey, come chill on the beach. Come just enjoy Margaritaville. 100%, that's it. And then all peaceful harmonies throughout the universe. And then the powers above be like, no, it's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But no, maybe not a margarita, actually. Maybe a...
Margarita?
I'd say Margaritaville, definitely the song, but the drink instead would be a cold Black Sands beer of any kind. Probably the Doug beer, especially limited to this very show, which I'm excited to drink. But
Yeah,
no,
same.
definitely probably something Margaritaville, something remarkably chill, 100%. Yeah.
Me.
What about you?
It's so difficult to think about today. I feel like I just want something that's positive and fun for them to listen to, but it's not too violent where they get put off, and it's not too soft where they get put to sleep.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know, Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, the alien stank face going on.
Yeah, they've listened to that, it's cool, it's vibey, it has a lot. I mean, one of the greatest guitarists of all time. So
If they learnt Jimi Hendrix was dead, would they just get extremely angry and blow the world up?
yeah, that's true. Find his grave and they probably have advanced technology to bring him back.
Totally.
So,
That would be fantastic.
if they love it that much.
I love it. This is
Yeah.
great. Bring him here. Love it. Come on, aliens. If you
Take him with
somehow
him,
know this podcast.
Jimi Hendrix Intergalactic
Was
Tour.
it Jimmy
Yeah.
Buffett, Jimi Hendrix? Just be a good musician. Be named Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
That must be the
Absolutely.
secret.
Jimmy to
100%.
Chelsea.
Jimmy.
Late to Jimmy.
Late to Jimmy.
Oh.
Sweet fellas, I think that's all the time we've got, but
Wonderful.
I look forward to seeing you guys later, and thank you for your time.
Thank
Thank
you. For
you.
having us. We're gonna shout out J Mac and Dave, by the way. Our other bandmates. Love those two.
And I am here with the members of Cootie Cuties. 2 of them are Cootie Cuties.
40% of Cootie Cuties. 2/5.
2/5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So if you don't mind as well, just with the microphone, you kind of got to eat it a little bit.
40%. D minus. Pretty good. See me after class.
Introduce yourselves.
Hi,
everyone listening.
I'm Annie, and I am the vocalist of Cootie Cuties.
My name's Paddy, bass player.
Bass
backing
player.
vocalist.
And backing vocalist. Do you slap the bass?
No.
Oh.
No. It deserves better than that.
It deserves better. You want to be nicer than
No, I'm
just
a very
slapping it.
much like a guitarist turned bass player. So
I see.
I
I
like
see.
it very trebly and pick style. So
Fair enough.
Not a great example, but we make it work.
How great is it to be? You guys did Dougfest last year,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's the second time.
Yeah, we had such a good time last year. We were just doing like a nationwide tour, and Dougfest was one of the last dates that we did for the tour, and we were like, we were like emotional, we were tired, but we were like, we're gonna do this, and it ended up being one of the best shows of the entire tour, and we're so glad that we're able to be a part of it again.
Yeah, like as an experience, it was one of the better shows I'd ever been a part of, hands down, like in my life, I think.
The energy was just unreal with the crowd and everything. Like everybody was just real happy to be here. Yeah.
Awesome. I listened to a few of you guys' tracks. The music, like your guys' songwriting, I kind of buzzed out at because it almost sounds like more like venting. A lot of venting at times, and like there's kind of like mixed melodies going on, and then sort of more like got some yelpy vocals going on in there as well. How do you guys approach songwriting?
Well, a lot of the time, when we were starting out, it was just like I had these songs. I'd never been in a band before, Cootie Cuties. I'd never like sang in front of people or anything.
Which is still crazy to me.
Yeah. So I just had all these songs. I was like, I don't know. They've
built
just
up
been,
over the years.
They've just been rolling around in my head, and then Kelsey and Shannon, also in Cootie Cuties, we just started this thing kind of together, and I brought these songs and we fleshed them out, but now we try to write together.
What's up? All right, we're back. All right, take 2, and we're back after some technical issues. All right, so do you continue on about talking about how you guys write your music?
Yeah. So I brought a bunch of songs to the band for us to flesh out. Now we try more to write together, but still if someone has a song that they're like, I think maybe it'd be good for Cootie Cuties, then they just bring it and then we all work on it together. Like Patty has brought 2 really, really good songs to the band recently that they've just immediately been like, okay, these are Cootie songs, we're gonna do them. Yeah,
that recent one we did together is called 6,000 Puffs of You, and it's about vaping. And it just wrote itself. Like, it was such an easy metaphor to go with. So that was a great collaborative one we did, like, just a couple of weeks ago. We just sort of came up with the idea, and in about 15 minutes it was done. So we're playing that one tonight.
Awesome.
6,000 puffs, baby.
Damn. Who are the sexy girls in your area?
Us.
Oh,
we are.
Talk about yourselves in that
We,
song?
of
How
course.
Fun?
Well, I'm just in the area.
You're in the area.
You're a sexy girl. Like, anybody can
sexy
be a
and in
sexy
the
girl
area.
if they want to be a sexy girl. No, that was like about, like...
I wasn't sure if that was a porn reference or something.
Well, it's like, those pop-up ads that you'll get.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's what I
it's
mean,
like
like,
hot MILFs in your area.
Yeah, yeah.
We were like, what do they do when they're not being hot MILFs in your area?
Yeah.
They're like eating ramen, they're taking their kids to school, they're getting their bills paid. Like,
Yeah.
So there was just a bit of fun with that one. Yeah.
I love that name.
But we are also the sexy girls in
They're always
everyone's
They're somewhere in
area.
your area.
Everyone's
The area's
wherever you
not
are.
that big. You know
not
what I
that
mean?
big.
It's not.
Whatever area you're in.
Yeah.
Whatever area you're in.
Wherever
guys
you're
are the
at,
sexy
there
girls
we
in the
are.
area.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff. I saw you guys open for the Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. How was
Yeah.
that?
Oh my God, that was like a shining moment in like our kind of musical career. I think for me, like
Me too.
just like those really cool like late 90s, early 2000s punk bands like really shaped like what kind of music I listened to. And
Yeah.
like a super group, they're like crooning, they're singing all these like really popular songs and they're making it punk, and like I love that band so much. And so one of the members in Me First and the Gimme Gimmes is CJ Ramone from the Ramones,
Yeah.
so it's like the closest we're ever gonna get to playing with the Ramones. Like that's pretty good for me. Yeah, honestly, that was like, we opened for a lot of really cool bands, like a lot of really cool international bands, but like that one was like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
I'm sweating a little bit,
Fan-
Yeah, it was just
fangirling
sold out
on
and
that one?
packed out. It was like 1,000 people.
It was the
That
most
was-
people
that's
we'd ever
always gonna be
played
pretty
for.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Nah, that's awesome. All right. Where are we at now? Okay, I think I might go into the more generic question of asking every band. So, what do you guys reckon, for you personally, is the importance of live music? What is the importance of live music?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I do. I've got
Yeah.
quite a long, complicated theory on this, actually. Depends how much time we have. I think that the importance of live music, and it is a cliche, but it is true, it's like more about the people you're going with than it is about what the music is or what you're gathering for. The point is, especially like in a world where we can do everything online, where we're much more atomized and isolated, we've got a reason to gather together in a place at a certain time. It doesn't translate perfectly to like a live stream, anything like that. It's one of the few remaining really valuable time and places to be there with other people and experiencing something together. And we're missing a lot of that in like culture and society these days.
Definitely.
I think that's the role of it. I think really that's what
bringing people actually together physically.
like physically and for a purpose, for something creative and positive.
I love it.
That's really good, Patty.
I've thought about this a lot.
Beautiful. No, it makes a lot of sense. For me, it's important, like, ever since the first, like, show that I ever went to was, like, a basement show, like, back in New Jersey, like, and you go there and you can literally feel the music, you can feel the bass, like, rattle in your fucking bones. Like, that's, sorry, can I swear?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You can smell them.
Yeah, that's, like, something that you can't really get any other way. Like, you get to feel the music, you get to experience the energy, you get to feed off of each other's energy, and that's what I think is, like,
Yeah, and it's
you
rad
can't
that,
match that. Yeah.
No matter how easy it's gotten to like stream music, find things online, discover anything in a heartbeat. Actually, the fact that people are still just as drawn to live events, live shows, is really exciting and encouraging to see. You know, like that'll never go away.
No.
That's why I like it.
Good job.
I'm into that. Okay, do you guys have what's individually your craziest gig experience? Can be within the band or going to a show. What's a show you went to and you're like, this is pretty out there?
Have we got one from like our experience, Annie? Like last year on tour?
Our shows
Didn't
have
think
been
it
like
crazy?
quite tame.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everybody's been really well
Bye-bye.
behaved. Like they've been dancing. They put a little boogie in it, but like they nobody's done anything really crazy. We wish that like they would, you know, because like somebody doing like a human pyramid or like a rowing the boat, you know, like we want that like silliness from like, you know, the hardcore scene. Like we want that to translate into like more punk shows. Like people get creative with their dancing and stuff, but like we never had anybody like, you slept with my girlfriend, you know, like we never had any of that.
Yeah.
Not on stage anyway.
Good drama.
Ding
yeah.
ding.
Mine would be, I tried to do a stage dive one time, like, but not onto the crowd, just like into the audience. This was in a different band. And someone tried to catch me. Just one person, though. Just one person. Which wasn't enough. All it did was take my legs out,
Yeah.
like, at the feet.
And just, like,
I did a
fall
sort
down.
of full 180, landed on my back on the concrete.
Oh my God.
And just
okay.
allowed the adrenaline to, and he was there and he saw it happen. And
Yes. I saw that. But I also, this is the craziest gig experience that I've ever experienced, was Patty's other band, Jang, were playing in Tauranga underneath the harbor bridge. And just like, out of fucking nowhere, Patty just jumps in the fucking harbor. Like, he jumped off of the fucking...
Fuck, that's rock
off
and
of
roll,
the pier.
man.
Like, he just jumped in, and we were like, oh my God, like... This dude's crazy, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's our Patty." You know what I mean?
We
that
need
was
him.
that was crazy. I'm like, "Is
it was
he
good. I
gonna
didn't have
make
to
it?"
pack anything up or I would have been electrocuted to death. So it was
That
quite a
was-
good strategy to just not have to carry anything.
That was
Yeah.
incredible, and it made me even more like grateful to be in a band with you because you bring so much energy with you.
Thanks, Annie.
Yep.
I love being in a band with you too.
Oh
I
my
think you're one
God.
of the most talented musicians I've ever met.
Wow.
Aw.
That's why I said I was so surprised earlier that Annie hadn't been in a band before Cootie Cuties, because I wouldn't have guessed that. You're a
Got it in
natural.
my
She's
heart.
a natural.
It's in my heart.
Gonna make you a star, Annie.
Last question. If aliens landed on Earth, what would the first song you would show them? It could be one of your songs, or it could be a song that you really love. What's a
wow.
song that would represent the human race?
Oh my God.
It's got to be Tub Thumping, right?
Oh my God.
Gotta be what?
Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. Come on, it's like,
Yeah. No, I agree
you know, I'm
with
not
that.
saying it's like my favorite song. I'm saying it represents the human. Like it
represents-
does represent the human condition. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't think of a better song than that. Honestly, that's really good.
Maybe some like Less Than Jake or some like third wave ska, just to like
Some
be
ska?
like, just be like, this is what all human music sounds like, and they'll be like,
That's what it's all about.
pack it in, boys,
The meaning of life.
just to
Yeah.
scare them off.
That's good.
Sweet. All good. Well, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Thanks for taking the time talking with me, and wish you the best for the show.
Thank
you for having us,
you.
bro.
Thank you for having us.
All good. No problem. Thank you. All right. And I'm here with the Coridian bros. Some
Kia
of my
ora.
favorite bros.
Hello?
Hello. You guys need to eat the microphones up here, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do
No, I can bring the bench a bit.
Check 1, check 2. There we go.
There we go. Sweet. Please introduce yourselves and what you do in the band to the people listening.
Kia ora, I'm Mike, guitarist for Coridian. Yeah.
And I'm Chris, drummer, returning for the second time.
Returning for the second time. Are you the chief songwriter? Is Mike the chief songwriter?
To a degree.
To a degree.
So traditionally I might have ideas or that would spur everyone else on to write their parts, and yeah, it's changed over the last 10 years, I guess, to where Nick's kind of come out and actually had a lot more input into songwriting, which has been really cool.
Yeah,
so
been a bit more involved in it, eh?
Yeah.
Like Nick wrote Coexist pretty much.
Damn.
Well,
he does have talent.
He wrote the bass, but the ideas are his ideas. But,
Yeah.
You know, so we all still write our own parts.
Yeah.
It's just.
But even Diddy, I think, like he came up with the original like melody for Seed.
That was actually his
piano
guitar part as well.
Bit. And then Lost Heroes as well. He kind of came up with that origin as well. Yeah. It's pretty collaborative though. Like
there's a few odd things that stick out, but yeah.
But like once the core ideas are there from Mike, pretty much it's all like everyone just we're old school. We're still in a room.
Yeah.
Mesh together and figure it out from there.
How completed is the song for you when you bring a song in? Have you figured out a verse, chorus, verse, or it's just like a few riffs?
It's maybe a couple of different ideas.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of what I write might be like a melody layer, and then the bass will do something else underneath, and so it'll probably change, or we write in quite a sort of weird way. It seems to work out and resolve itself in the end.
Yeah.
But we have a pretty sort of weird writing style or pattern. Yeah. It seems to work out. I don't know
Against
how.
the grey.
But yeah.
How great is it to be a part of Dougfest? Too fast, too Doug.
Yeah, I'll tell you, mate, I've been pretty excited about it, eh?
Don't be too excited.
Hey,
So we
that is excited for Chris though.
we were
That's
like
true.
we want to play Dougfest, and Doug was like, really? And we were like, yeah. Like, can we play?
Can
and
we
he's
play?
like, fuck yeah. And we're like, yeah, mean.
yeah, like
Fucking oath.
I mean, again, like
So here we are.
this venue rules. Last place, shout out. And yeah, cool bands. The whole like what he's doing for the scene is incredible. And why would we not want to be a part of that? So yeah, we're stoked.
Fucking needed a honestly, like musicians organizing gigs for the most part, fucking disaster. Someone outside of it, amazing.
Honestly, it's like, you know, you talk about content a lot on this, like being content creators, but then you've also like if you're doing it fully independent, and you also got to be a booking agent, you got to be a manager, you got to do all this stuff, and like, yeah, it's just it can be pretty draining.
Yeah.
And for the most part, except for a couple of years, we've done everything ourselves, and like, yeah, it's grueling. So it's actually really nice playing Dougfest, and we're just turning up to play.
Yeah, that's the dream.
Yeah,
it is great like that, eh? I've been absolutely stoked with Doug's organization and like blown away by it, and someone that cares. Like,
bro,
that's like the biggest thing. Like, someone actually, you know, like apart from like a band trying to throw together a gig because that's what you do, but then someone outside of that, just makes it so much better.
I mean, he sent us a run sheet like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah. It's awesome. We're stoked to be here, man.
Yeah.
I don't sound stoked, but I am stoked. This is my voice.
All right. Here comes the age question. You guys have almost been a band for 10 years.
Yep.
God damn. Why? Why haven't you quit? You are brothers. That is awkward for family reunions, I suppose. But, you know. But what's keeping you going? Honestly.
What is keeping us going, Mike?
I don't know at this point. I guess, you know,
Sorry, Mike, can you just be a bit more on the microphone?
There's a lot of, you know, obviously a lot of shit that's gone on in the world in like the last 5 years. And so our, I guess, trajectory or wherever the fuck we were going, not necessarily upwards, but wherever we were going was kind of halted for a time, and then we had to sort of, you know, readjust where we were, and then people have had kids, you know, guys in the band have had kids, and so it's changed a bit, and we've just kind of refocused what we want out of it, I think, and like taking the pressure off ourselves to try and we don't have to play 400 shows a year. Like we can play 2 shows a year, or hopefully more. But it, I think that's really helped. And not there's no we do have goals or things that we want to achieve, but it's not a hard pressure to get to that point, which is really cool, I think, and I reckon it allows better songwriting. And
Just give you guys a bit more, yourselves more room, right? Right, because it's like not just like the band is everything. It's like, well, we have lives.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, even like looking
but you still want to keep doing it because if it's not there, you'll be like something's missing, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
well, I
like,
imagine that's what it's like.
Like pre-COVID, like we were obviously like doing a couple of tours a year, a bunch of gigs all around it, and then we're also writing and recording like EPs and albums, and it was like pretty much, I don't know, let's say 7 of those years we just didn't stop. And then obviously COVID happened, and then we got to now, and it's like, again, all the priorities have changed, but we can still write music and have fun. And I think rather than trying to look at maybe, we want to do this, we want to do that, we're like, we still want to do things, but we're just being a bit more realistic about it and trying to have just more fun again, you know, like just enjoy being in a band.
As you guys started, what do you reckon the biggest thing you've seen in the music industry that's changed? Could be in New Zealand or just in general.
Content creators.
That's the big one?
Well, yeah, and the way that music is produced and sold, I suppose, and the way that people acquire...
Like consume music, right?
Consume music, yeah. So
it's strange. I've had this conversation a little bit. It's like, it almost feels like a commodity sometimes to people, not like... It's like, I saw a video the other day with someone saying, I remember like you'd list on like, if you had like a CV, and you have like on your hobbies, you'd have like listening to music. Like you'd actually make time to sit down. You're doing nothing else apart from just listening to music. Whereas I feel like you listen to music when you're doing things, or it's not like an occasion as much when you're at home. So I think that's one of the big things that I think.
I think like the crazy thing now is like maybe 10 years ago, like someone would put a terrible song on the internet and everyone would laugh about it. But now it's like there's a million terrible songs on the internet and they trend. And then they make all this money, and then it's like all those actual people writing actually good music or good music for whatever the sake of it is.
I mean,
that's just getting lost in translation. And
whatever.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh man, like it's just
which is fine. Like if you want to make, everyone's got their own interpretation of what good music is, I guess. But I think it definitely like we still like, you know, made vinyl. We still make CDs for every album that we've had. We sell them eventually, but there's always those people there that might want to receive it that way, and that's kind of cool because sometimes you know they're going to go home and open it, read the notes, and listen to the album and sit down and actually really listen to it. So I'd rather do that as well, even if it costs us a bit more, or you know we have to go out of our way to do it. That's okay.
Makes the experience more worthwhile.
Yeah,
I think, especially if someone has something physical, and it's like they really. Because even for me, like when I actually sit down and like do nothing else apart from listen to music, like man, I always feel way better afterwards. And especially, I want to do more vinyls, but I'm just poor. But it would be so great though. Yeah, that's one day if I make some money, vinyl collection. Collect it. All right. One thing I want to mention that I was excited about that you guys are announced on is Meat Stock Festival.
Yeah, man.
In Feb. What a lineup. That's banging.
That's like
I'm also very proud that you guys are on there. Like seeing you guys, like I don't know, like I said on my podcast the other day, I was blind, and I was like seeing you guys like go through the motions of being the band and like working your way up and up and up. And it's like I'm like, yes, get on that shit.
Yeah, it was definitely like a cool surprise, and like I mean I remember on music.net, shout out, I had done like a dream lineup to play with one day, and one of them was Shapeshifter. I always wanted to share the stage with Shapeshifter, and I was like, oh god, like now it's happening. And we've got all these other amazing bands. We've played with Devilskin, and then we can play with Cora, and like it's pretty rad. Like, you know, it's as close to homegrown as we're gonna get at this stage.
I mean, it's always interesting to play for a different audience. I assume, maybe slightly different from the norm. So that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's always
You guys
that's
fit,
always
you
good.
know,
Big
like
stage,
being
you know?
like a band that plays with, you know, like butchers, you know, like it's like I definitely see you guys as like yeah. You guys did like that was it a tattoo? Did you guys do the tattoo festival a while back?
Yeah, we're 2017.
2017,
Yeah.
That's right. Fuck. I was like, that's not that long ago. It is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Some generic questions.
Right.
What is the importance of live music to you guys? Could be as individually.
It's where it should be. That's the essence of music is hearing it right there in front of you. So, and it probably always has been, and yeah, that's where you really get to see musicians like in their element doing what, if they're good at it, you know they're fucking good at it when you can see them on a stage. It's like it's performance. It's everything. It's an experience. You can't get that anywhere else. You know.
Yeah, live music is therapy. It's art. It's like you need it. You just it's like you said before, like when you listen to an album at home or you go to a live music gig, wherever, however small or big, you can't create that anywhere else. And it does whatever it does to your endorphins and your dopamine, and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. This is insane. And either playing it or seeing it, it doesn't matter. It's amazing.
What is the... I kind of asked this before. Actually, I want to ask you guys another more personal question. What's... Because you guys have played with quite a few international acts. What's been a big learning curve from playing with, like, you know... I think we talked about it maybe a little bit last time. Played like Fozzy and like played with Skillet, and you've done POD.
Yeah, honestly, the learning curve is professionalism.
Professionalism?
It's like, I mean, I'm the first one to say, like, I've been at gigs for even big national bands, and I've been probably not I haven't been appropriate for a support band
you fucked
person.
up. That's what happened there.
Yeah,
buddy.
I wasn't smart with my drinking choices that night, and I didn't represent the band as it should be. And I think it's just, it's made us super pro. Like, you turn up to sound check on time, you know, like you got your gear sorted. Everything is like to a T. I'd say. Would you say?
What was the question?
It's like, what have you learned from playing with those larger bands?
Yeah, sorry.
What's
yeah,
been a
yeah.
learning curve?
Yeah, I think that's like quite a big thing. Is just like being like we love the fact that we can set up and pack down in like fucking record time. So we're just like, let's get in and we absolutely fucking smash the set and fuck off. And we're kind of like, yeah, that's cool. That's our little weird thing that we have. We don't want to like just rush, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you
You've got a system in place to get and efficiently you can do
we
the
say
things.
we're playing a massive show and we're opening for an international band and we're like, let's just get on and get off and let them do their thing. And
because you're dealing with so many more people than like a local gig. You got like tour managers, you got like other people's promoters, blah blah blah. You got all these people, and you don't want to piss them off.
Yeah.
It's like even when we opened for Banks Arcade at Tuning Fork, it was like run to a T, and like our good mate sound guy Tyler was like, all right boys, let's do this, let's go. And it was like really uniformed, and it's like we were just like so on point the whole time, and it just like you're like, yeah man, like we're solid.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's taken us like a while, but you figure these things out, and we've learned like a lot about just being punctual and
being
and still having a good time and acting like fucking assholes, but also
it's like
doing
be
it
serious
with professionalism.
Be serious for like getting to the gig and being prepared for the gig, and then have fun on stage. Not that hard.
Yeah, a lot of people struggle with that. Most like 90% of musicians.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll give you one more time. I'll give you one more. Okay. If aliens invaded Earth, what is the first song you'd play them?
Probably
it could be represent the human race.
Probably something by another band, I guess.
Yeah. Or play your own music. This is the best shit. Have you heard of us?
I'm just gonna say exactly what came into my mind when you said aliens. I want to play the Mastodon's Crack the Sky album on vinyl in full.
Yeah,
That's an answer I expect from you.
I
I love to say
totally-
on vinyl, like you got the record player with you, like,
Yeah.
right,
Wait,
like-
hold up. I'm just putting the needle down.
but on vinyl, that album is like amazing.
A 10, a 10 out of 10, would you say?
That album is a 10 out of 10.
That's
10
10 out of 10 album, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I'd go with that.
Otherwise, it would be Aliens Exist by Blink-182.
Not the blowjob song?
Well, they're going to have a reference point.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so have some context before.
Tom DeLonge was right all along, people.
He was right. Yeah, he's a wild boy. Sweet. All right, lads. I think that's us. It's always a pleasure, and fucking can't wait to see you guys later, as always.
Thank you so
Smash it
much.
out.
Thank you.
Cheers, lads.
Appreciate it.
Sure.
And I'm here with 2/4 of the band. Is that correct? Or was
Yeah.
That's what I was
Correct.
just like, fuck.
That is correct.
Of Edible. Please introduce yourselves.
Kia ora, I'm Te Ara Davies, I play bass, I'm from Ngāti Waia.
What's up? I'm Khan. I play lead guitar, and I'm from Aotearoa.
Sweet.
That's me.
All right. How great is it to be a part of Two Doug Two Fest?
It's pretty cool. We
guys did it last year, right? You guys
we
did it
have
last
the
year?
unique position that we've done all of the Doug
All the Doug
affiliated
events.
Yeah. So
You guys
that's
are all
been-
dugged out.
Nah, we're only
We're
just
all
Never
Dogged
dugged out.
out.
We're just getting
yeah.
We're all dug the fuck up.
dug the fuck
man,
out.
the sweat.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sweat.
You're all good.
Sweat.
Oh,
man.
It's a rock
shit,
show,
yeah.
man. Of course.
Sweat. Go.
Yeah, no, it's been cool as it's the like growth between the first Dougfest to now. It's like insane. Like even that was 6 months before Dougfest happened, it felt like a meme, and like 2 months before it happened, it felt like a meme, and then it was a real thing, and we like did as well as it did, and then had like aftershocks and follow through, and now like I can't believe Crooked Royals and Coridian are about to play in this fucking space, which like we've been playing for the last 2.5 years, just this tiny room. You know, it's cool. Proud to be a
sound
part
check
of
I
it.
heard before Coridian sound checking, because the first time I've been here as well. It's fucking awesome. I was surprised, I'll be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, you know, local venues, like, you know,
for a long straight room, it
Yeah.
turns out pretty well. They got
yeah,
it
because
dialed in,
normally in local venues it's like, oh yeah, like
yeah.
some
So
things. You know,
Tiara basically said it all, but I can at least speak on the other two and say we're all fucking stoked to be playing another one. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Awesome. I checked out you guys' stuff. I checked out the underwater spacesuit music video.
Yeah.
How was it making a music video in an aquarium?
Bro, it was the worst experience ever. We were all
You know
shitting.
what? I feel like it's one of those things that looks good it sounds good in theory.
Yeah.
But I
And then
bet
we
the
got
amount of
there.
admin
We
would've
got
been-
there, and we were all in the car park, and we were like, we're gonna last about 3 minutes before we get kicked out, if that. And no one did anything because no one gave a shit.
You didn't
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
ask permission and
Well,
be like, hey,
no,
we're here
well-
for like 2 hours.
Well,
It wasn't
should-
until
can
it
we
wasn't
tell
until
that story?
it wasn't until after we like so we leave the bro. Yeah, so we recorded everything. The lighting in there for music videos is fantastic, by the way. Everyone can
Yeah,
like go and
right?
everyone can go and do it now that we've done it. But
You
so
can't
we, like,
ask them
shot
for
the
permission
whole-
though,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they did say no, and we were like, well,
We still
the
wanna do
worst
it.
we can do is turn up and try, and
Yeah.
then they can kick us out.
when we
Yeah.
got back to
Feel
the
free to
van.
not broadcast that, but and then we did it, and it was fine. So
Yeah.
we're waiting for the lawsuit, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, because I did email their PR company asking if we could do it, and they were like, "Oh, on the time frame you've given us, we can't make it happen." But I had the next day off anyway.
It was like
a Tuesday.
the one day we could all do it, so it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
let's
so
just go for it, boys.
we just did it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know,
and we were obviously like very chill. Every time there was someone else in shot, we would be like, all right, chill, start again. Like, we can't have anyone else really in frame. But yeah, it ended up being so chill, and everyone was just like,
yeah,
sweet, you do you. That was all like young people, employees.
Yeah.
So yeah.
yeah,
It's
That's
a weekday, so it's pretty quiet. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like
It wa-
the
we made
bustling
sure to go like
Friday,
early in the
Saturday.
morning
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So yeah.
How
but,
fun! No, that's
Yeah.
that's fun. All right. What else? Okay. So, who records your guys' music?
Yeah, it was just all done in my lounge.
In the lounge?
guy.
Oh,
yeah, in the lounge in Otronga, in a little shack. Yeah.
yeah. It's he's downplaying it, man. We put so much work into and he's put so much work into like making his house a safe space for us to record. And yeah, I mean it's a 50-minute drive from here as well, so you know it's cool.
But it's free.
It's
So
free.
helps out.
Essentially.
So
Yeah, for
it's,
sure.
it's a learning process for us all, but we're getting there and
feel like
slowly
it's-
improving our
yeah.
products. So yeah,
I feel like it's interesting now with like a lot of bands, even well, it could be in rock or alternative. Like, you don't always have to have everything sounding like super perfect and polished and produced. Now, because there's so much music out there, right? It's almost like now if
Yeah.
you sound too like polished, you sound like everybody else.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of like I see like the opposite trend happening now, where it's like people
going a
want-
little bit the other way, which
Yeah.
to be fair it went a little bit far because I was shitty at learning how to do it, but it's like fuck, we're all kind of getting better at the whole
it's hard.
experience.
Making,
and-
I mean, I've done a bit of recording in my time, and like trying to mix. Oh, that is tough.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
so time consuming, and it never sounds good.
Yeah,
You don't think
so
it does, but
it's
yeah.
just how it is.
Yeah, but I think it's more like the authenticity part. I think of recording now.
It's like at least we're not going to sound way shittier live than we do on the record.
Yeah, the bro's always like, I'm like, oh, can we fix that bass lick? And he's like, nah, it just sounds like live, dude. It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah, fine.
Make
nah,
it
that's-
somewhat authentic.
Yeah. I fuck with it.
yeah, but that's the thing. As a pop punk band, like kind of within the punk rock sort of stuff. So.
And we're in it for a good time.
Yeah. Does
fun.
it
It's
need
a-
to be overly?
It's a fun hobby for all of us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're
Yeah, I
enjoying
think
it.
kind of the end goal with recording as well is that like hopefully we'll be able to do it with other people and
Yeah.
and record other people and sort of
And
make
get
like
into
a
other studios and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Just working with what we got for now, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Who has the hardest job in the band? Sounds like it's you. Because you're recording everybody. But who's got the hardest
Probably
job?
this guy mediating everyone, I would say.
Oh, yeah, trying to organise everybody.
Well, we're the other two. No, I'm joking.
yeah, we actually call the lead singer Jaden. We call him Dad, but that kind of hurts my feelings because I have 2 kids, and I also like kind of have to father everybody, like gentle parent all
From
the
time
homies
to
sometimes
time.
from
Yeah,
time to
yeah,
time.
yeah.
The hardest job, I don't know.
I don't know, honestly. I think we all share the role pretty well, to be fair.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we all play our roles and share the duties reasonably equally.
I think sometimes it's Cole's because, like, I feel like we write hard parts for him. Our drummer, I think, probably has the, like, it's not always super what he's into, but
Yeah, Coles definitely hates us sometimes, but we love him, so... Yeah. I think that's as diplomatic as we can make that out.
Yeah. So it's a he says, she says type
Yeah,
thing,
I think that's as good
starting
as it gets.
tension.
I think that's as good as it gets.
like a revised answer is that
we all love each other.
I'm the one with the most to work on, I think, because like all my performing background has been like acoustic, busking. I never even picked up a bass until I joined this band.
Yeah, he
And
came
so,
into the
like,
band and it was like, well, we need a bass player and that's it.
That's always how that works with bass. Eh?
And
It's like,
also
we play guitar.
he had sung with Jaden, our lead singer, in the past at like school and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Jaden was always like, well, he kind of sings well with us, so
Yeah.
it kind of just ended up like that, and it was like, all right, get a bass.
Yeah.
He come to the
I
band,
pulled
yeah.
up to the first rehearsal and I was like, okay, who's the least proficient at guitar? Who's the worst at guitar? And it was me. So
It's like you're marking each other. Who's going to play bass? All right, let's get together and let's
Pretty
see.
much that was
You made the most mistakes. Bass.
Pretty much, yeah.
totally.
That's fucking crack up. But anyway, good shit. All right. What else I got? So being in like would you guys describe yourselves as pop punk?
Yeah.
Yes
Within
and
that?
no.
Yes and no.
I would describe it as like half pop punk, and I think that's what we're trying to aim towards now.
Yeah.
Now that we've been a band for a few years,
Little bit heavier, a
and
little
kind
bit-
of been like, all right, we like the sound of this. But I think what we've released is at least half like fucking garage skater rock, almost. Like.
Right.
Yeah. I it's really like we've had this discussion so many times at so many jams. Like, what do we label ourselves? And like when we're uploading stuff to Spotify, it's like, well,
Yeah.
what fucking genre is it? We don't know.
It's there's so many influences from different places. Like I feel like I would love to call our band an easycore band because like that's when I'm
I haven't heard that in a long time.
dude, fuck yeah, easycore.
Easycore.
Shouts out Belmont.
What's the pizza consumption like in the band then?
From from which half?
yeah. I probably get pizza once a month.
That's pretty low. That's pretty low.
It's pretty high for my fucking wage.
No, pizza has been a frequent at jams.
Pretty good at jams?
Uber Eats pizza when it gets tough
Do
at
you
night.
find that you guys like the pop punkness just kind of oozes out of you with more pizza as it consumes?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Is it pop punk that's oozing out?
Classic meme.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to some more generic style questions. I've got
Awesome.
for you. All right, what is the importance of live music to you guys?
You go
What does
first,
it
buddy.
mean for you?
Oh man, I love it. I want to be one of those like 50-year-old dudes that, you know, is fucking just a music scene like legend or, you know, whatever. Like I just love it. And especially now that like, so I got a pretty gnarly injury in a crowd, and now I don't like big crowds. So like small gigs, live shows, the opportunity to be social and perform as well. Like I just wouldn't have any other outlet, to be honest. It's pretty important to me.
By yourself, bro?
Oh, it's just fun, bro. It's just fun, and
Just
yeah,
fun.
I live in the WOPs, so it's fun to come up and do something social. Yeah.
Something social.
And I love playing music, obviously, so yeah.
Fair. All right. What is the craziest gig experience you guys have had?
Oh, jeez. What do we got? Which one?
Like we've played some cool ones.
Yeah,
I don't know
cool
if
and cool and crazy are two different things, though.
Yeah.
What was the
You can
most?
say either if you
What
want.
was the worst fucking thing?
You can do that too.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think.
Oh man.
Like, just seeing, like, really big dudes failed crowd dive into really
Not the right
small people,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like, well, that's clearly not going to work, and
Yeah.
they're just like, fuck yeah, this is
Yeah,
going
when
to
you
work.
get the shitty hair, like hairy dude with like a big tummy.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely seen 2 or 3 of them. Seen a sound guy like running up and slip on a drink, trying to fix something on stage, and then chaos ensued around him. Obviously,
Yeah.
Actually,
nothing that bad has happened. Oh yeah,
I think well,
I was gonna say nothing that bad has happened to us, but
last year
I'm trying to
at
rack my brain.
Dougfest 1, night 1, we were here. I was pretty much like sleeping in the bros van because we weren't playing that night. But I had loaned my bass rig, and I remember being woken up essentially to the bro like knocking on his van door, being like, "Yo, your bass amp's cutting out halfway through the international
yeah,
set."
that was a terrible
fucking sucked
experience.
to wake up to.
And it was during the band that came from Aussie on their
yeah.
tour.
It was during
so
Off Duty.
and like the amp performed perfectly all night, and then they hop up, and he was giving me the evils and you the evils, and it was like,
Yeah, my
sorry.
bad. Yeah, my bad. That
I know.
all we had to use was
I guess
my
we haven't
fucking-
had a terrible experience. The worst thing that happens is no one claps after a song.
No one claps after a song.
And
Yeah,
when it's like
so
6
I've
people
heard.
and still
Yeah.
none of them clap.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh man. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. The empty. Yeah. Every
Yeah.
local band has
Yeah.
to go through that time.
That's always-
Played an empty room.
That's
Yeah.
All
fun.
the other bands. Hopefully the other bands are watching, but not always.
No.
I think one of our
Yeah.
coolest, like, crazy moments for me was a few months ago. We opened for the Menzingers up in Auckland, and that was one of the 2 biggest shows we've done. Huge opportunity for us, and we played a Front Bottoms cover. And then after our set, one of the guys from the Menzingers came up to me and was like, "Yo, sick Front Bottoms cover. They're friends with us." And I was like, "Sick," that's. It's
Yeah.
kind of the coolest, like, sick set, bro, that you could possibly ask for.
But then the worst one is when someone comes up after you played a full original set with one cover and they say, "Oh, I love that cover." And it's like, "Hey, thanks, bro."
Yeah. I
Good-
like the cover.
Hey, good to
the rest
hear.
of your stuff was yeah.
Yeah,
Should have
that's,
just been a cover band. It's
that's,
like
that's like
thanks.
awesome. Well, we did start as a Sublime cover band.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
We used to play 4-hour Sublime cover gigs. So
4 hours Sublime cover gigs.
Yeah,
Oh,
we had a
yeah.
week. Oh, yeah, that's before you came.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
before my
me and the
time.
singer, and then we got the drummer in, and then this fella joined, obviously. But yeah, we started as a Sublime cover band,
And Sticky
Yeah.
Fingers.
and Sticky Fingers and
Fingers.
generic shit like
Yeah.
that. But like 80% of it was Sublime. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, last question. If aliens landed on Earth, what is the first song you're going to play them? What's the song that you'd like
is
to
it
play them?
It has to be Aliens Exist by Blink
Oh,
182.
we had that
for me,
just
obviously.
before. Yeah, had that just before.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Or just fucking Rage bomb track.
It's a mean song.
What if we, like, I don't know, what if we told them that our, like, planetary anthem was Space Oddity, and, like, the only songs we listen to are also about space?
What? Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
Like the full soundtrack.
No, Space Oddity.
Oh, Odyssey.
The
Fuck, I think you meant the soundtrack.
Ground
to Space
control
Odyssey. Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
Major Tom.
Just a 3.5-hour soundtrack. Yeah. Just give them that and be like, we already know what you're up to, dude.
Actually, I want to amend my answer. The first thing I'm showing aliens is probably the Little Mermaid soundtrack.
The Little Mermaid soundtrack?
Yeah. It encapsulates a lot of human pain, They need to know.
I'd probably actually I want to amend mine too. I want to show them a Future Dead song. Any Future Dead song.
Shouts
and
out Future
For
Dead.
anyone that doesn't know Future Dead,
I don't.
you
Pulling
can
out.
look them up.
I'll check them out.
Yeah.
Future Dead.
Yeah.
Put on the
It's a
list.
piece of history for you guys. Sweet. Shout out Future Dead.
Sweet. Hey, thanks, boys, for taking the time to chat to me, and
thank you,
catch
dude.
you guys later on playing. Fucking awesome. And I'm here with Thief and Zard.
Yeah, good day, mate. You good day, mate. You good day, mate. You good day, mate. You good day,
I thought you were
mate.
gonna drop a freestyle.
Oh no, you gotta.
That's usually
Gotta
what
pay for
happens.
that.
Yeah, you gotta pay approximately the cost of one beer. I am poor, and I'm also. Yeah, no. Ask me the questions, question man.
I will ask you the questions. First one is, what are your actual names?
You're not getting the government name. Do you know that you can change your name? It only costs $1.75, and you can pick whatever name you want.
For this interview, my name is Eduardo.
Eduardo?
Yeah. And I'm
And
still going to go by my, as the Lizard King and the emissary to the people on the land, I am still King Komodo, Sir Salamander himself, the Dynamic Dino, the Ruthless Raptor, the Impossible Iguana, the Charming Chameleon, the Holy Herpet of Fauna, the Reptile Commander, spinning in the cones of the Kingdom of the Crispy Mole, Hash Bandicoot, the democratically elected Lizard King of New Zealand, the Python Prince, Steez Austin, Steez Irwin, Mr. Neopistler, and you are not getting my government name because the suit of human flesh does not need one. Yeah.
You could just say John or something.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I'm Doug. Welcome to Dougfest. We're all Doug.
Yeah.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Eduardo.
I'm a Doug. He's a Doug.
We're all
She's a
Dougs.
Doug. We're all Dougs. Yeah.
How
Classic.
great is it being part of Dougfest?
Ooh, it is one of the most magnificent fucking experiences to be part of something so whole. What about you, Mr. Thief?
Yeah, I mean, Dougfest is pretty good, eh? Like, Doug's pretty good, and Fest is pretty good. So,
Doug good, Fest good.
I reckon
Hey.
Dougfest 2 even better.
Oh my
That's
God,
the guy
Dougfest
right
2,
there.
There he
baby.
is.
That's
Ooh.
Doug
Oh, there we go.
Prime.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, Doug Prime.
Hey, who's that guy? Oh, it's Doug.
It's
Hell
the man
yeah.
who organised.
Yeah, mate.
He and the committee of emo girls around somewhere, and myself and the thief here, or Team Dougfest.
Yeah.
The squad. Yeah.
Doug Space.
Doug
Doug
Space.
Space. You guys got a song about Pack and Save?
No,
Wait,
you're thinking of
The video, right?
you're thinking of
Countdown anthem.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, it's the new world. It's the fresh Save
For
My
some reason I thought it was
anthem.
Pack and Save.
Oh, you know what? No, you're right. Yeah,
We do. Yeah.
We do.
I was right.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. Fuck off. I was like, it's Pack and Save.
Oops.
Don't try and troll me.
Yeah.
Well, what is so great about Pack and Save?
Oh, at this stage in life, nothing. No.
Nothing's. But back then, when you did it, it was
Pack
quite.
and Save is a New Zealand staple and a New Zealand classic, but also it is one of the most irritating supermarket experiences that you can have.
It is.
You're
it
in
is
there,
awful.
and
to-
there's a billion
but it's cheap.
people.
We used
and
to
it's-
go to the supermarket frequently, like in between like sessions of freestyling or chilling or smoking.
It was the
fat
closest
guns.
thing to the pit.
Yeah, it was close. It's also like a weird liminal space where like everyone is there implicitly for the same reason to go grab some shit. No one
At a good
cares
price.
what you're doing. It's all like a grim dark warehouse. You're in the back of the concrete floors, the high rise aisles, and everything is so chaotic. And everyone like you could like scream and no one would care because they're like, yeah, me too, brother, me too. I get that. Look at the price of chicken now. Okay, yeah.
I need to say the story about Pack and Save, actually. This one time I was at Pack and Save with a friend who was a single mom, and we were walking around Pack and Save, and some guy comes up to her and goes, "Excuse me, miss, can you spare some change, please?" And I thought that was the most randomest thing I've ever seen in my life, really.
It's a back and save standard though. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
people-
pretty normal in
You got
Pack and
people
Save.
begging in Pack and Save.
it's
almost
a-
it's invasive, man.
It's a no
I
man's
know.
land, man. Anything goes in Pack and Save. It's like, have you ever gone to like a... I know in Auckland they used to have like a 24-hour supermarket. Going
Yep.
to that in like the middle
Oh
of the night.
god,
Cursed.
was that like the metros?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where the creatures come out.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
man.
like when you go to Kmart at like 11 p.m. and like everyone
Oh.
around is just like,
Oh, it is sad in there.
no one's having a good time. Everyone's just like, I know it's 11:30, but I really need to buy some cactuses and like a flamingo. Like
That's right.
Yeah.
Talk
You
about
can't buy
flamingos.
what? Cactus from Kmart.
Yeah, like not a real living cactus, but like a
Oh, okay, right. Oh, even
Yeah.
okay,
Flamingos
I
are on
understand what you're
theme
saying.
right now.
Is that the most soul-destroying place to go shop? Oh, that's a good question. What is the most soul-destroying place to go shop in New Zealand?
Oh,
I know I have some harsh words about this, and I can't. No, you go first.
For me, soul destroying. Ooh.
Like you walk in there and you're like, no one likes being there to work.
God.
I know there's a lot of places like that, but you walk in and it's like there's no natural light. It's like,
I feel like.
I'm gonna be here all day if I gotta list them. But
Yeah.
first of all, fuck the airport. I hate the airport. All my
The
homies-
airport
all my
is-
ho-
That's a fair answer.
So I had to sleep on the floor at the airports because they were like, if you pay for accommodation, we'll recomp it. I'm like, I don't have any money. They're like, well, good luck. Deal with it. In terms of buying stuff, fuck this.
I hate shopping for new clothes. It makes me feel like shit.
I don't buy new clothes. I buy my friends' band shirts and I go to op shops for Hawaiian shirts, and that's about it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Any
Op shop gang.
like a fucking your mum ever drag you into like, oh, we're going to go buy clothes? You're like, please not North Beach, please not Palestine, please not. And just some fucking like regular looking person looks at you like, oh, do you want the Super Glock Rizzlers? We just got in the new Skibbity t-shirts. I'm like,
When has anyone ever said that
Like,
to
please,
you?
just a plain
I
shirt
don't know,
and
man.
plain
I
pants.
don't go to.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
But like, anytime I have had to go to like a regular shirt place, they just look at you like,
Yeah.
come on, brother.
I just don't listen to any suggestions. I just go, no, actually, just please give me shirt, please give me pants, and
Yeah.
please let me get out of here, please. I'm dying.
Yeah.
Mentally,
Fair.
physically, every single day, I'm closer to death.
We are, well, yeah.
Every third day I get closer to death. The other two, I'm like, oh yeah.
We've turned this from Dougfest 2 to emo night.
I'm gonna eat a carrot. Oh, I feel fucking supreme right now. And then like 2 minutes
We're
later,
going
I'm
backwards,
like,
Doug.
well, it would go great with a carrot. 13 to 14 beers.
Yeah. Now I feel like I should have another carrot to even it out.
Oh, JB Hi-Fi. Fuck JB Hi-Fi,
Hell,
man.
Fuck JB Hi-Fi.
Fuck
okay.
JB Hi-Fi.
That's a hot take.
Bro, I buy my.
I think the place is fine.
I think JB Hi-Fi was cool in 2008 when they actually sold
support
shit.
your local record stores and shit.
I'm not
like
going
that,
there to buy
man.
records. I'm going there to buy
I
like.
used to buy
you know,
CDs from there. It was great.
Yeah, but just support. You know, you're gonna buy equipment.
have much anymore.
Do it from a local motherfucker who's not like.
Bring the CDs
But
back.
there's like hardly any of them, which is sad.
Bring
I
the
agree.
swag back.
But you know,
Then
like
buy directly from the source if you're gonna. Oh, you want to buy a
Two
microphone? Buy it from
interviews.
the website of the
I'm
thing.
talking
so
while
JB
he's
Hi-Fi
talking.
doesn't get a cent. Fuck them. Fuck them.
what do they do to you?
As per any monopoly, they out here stiffing all the little guys. You know.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
Fair.
Go. If you're in Wellington, go shop at Creeps. All my homies love Creeps in Newtown. Hell yeah, we're doing plugs. Yeah.
Okay.
I hate shopping in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I really, my missus has to force me.
I don't
to
shop
go.
in person. I just go and trade me and then wish list 14 things and then get drunk and buy like 17 things I can't afford. Anyway.
Who's your guys' favorite New Zealand hip hop artist?
The Thief of Baghdad.
King Komodo.
Yeah. Well, first you
That's cute.
gotta say. Well, first we have to do. The United Audio label. That's me and Thief and Slippery Slim
Promo.
and Lurk Nurgle. So excluding
It's promo time.
Excluding them though. You wanna go first?
Okay. So.
The
I
most
don't know.
influential to you? Is it like a New Zealand hip hop
Influential,
artist?
I mean,
influential.
Growing up
favorite?
as a kid in New Zealand, especially through the early 2000s, listened to Scribe and P Money, of course.
Fuck yeah,
and
bro.
Just all the rappers from that era
Yeah,
were
when I was-
fucking crazy.
when-
P Money's first album is very influential for me.
Back in if we're talking like influential, Louis Nux, Tourette's, Dominic Hoey. So I remember I got Disruptive Mixtape Volume 2 from a label from a Primo, I think it was. You get the competition, you sign in, and it's like, oh sweet, here's a CD. It's just some mixtape, and it's like they should not be giving this to kids, but yeah, that. In terms of like older influential artists, got to shout out Villains in Four Corners. Surely.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the H-Town legends.
H-Town legends. In terms of like dudes doing stuff now, of course, Homebrew. You can't like not mention Homebrew. For like dudes to look out for, I like Cyclops. He's really good. You know, I'm just gonna go
Dudes
to
to look out for?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my Spotify because I actually compile a playlist called New Zealand's Finest, and it has I just go through all of the music from the year and go, sweet, this is New Zealand. Here's 3 tracks per artist. What do we have?
All right.
You keep.
Let's go for
favoring.
okay. So I mean, for me, like dudes to look out for. I don't know, just New Zealand music in general, I reckon, is fucking great. And
It's just underrated, I feel like. Well, I think it's getting
weird
more out
because
there, but it's
I
just
feel like
it's hard.
We always
We're far
say this. We've always said that New Zealand music's underrated, and it's still underrated because at the same time of us talking about New Zealand music and supporting it, there's just so much coming from other places that is taking the attention away from what's great here. You know.
Cyclops.
Oh, here we go.
Already said that. Nocturnal. That's a big old collective down
that's
south.
right.
Yo, Big Guts Billy.
Billy.
Yeah.
Christchurch.
Isaac London, who was formerly Midas Mind, he's rebranded. That dude slaps. Ranger and Rover should be sweet, and J Knight's collab. I've just done a track with them that's gonna come out at some point.
Shit.
Should be sweet is one to check out for sure. Slippery Slim again. Adam Tukuri, who used to be Damarat. That he's just putting out some real like personal
I haven't heard that name in a while.
stuff, which is solid.
What a legend.
And I don't know if I mentioned the Thief of Baghdad. And it comes
and
full
King
circle,
Komodo.
and we're back, and we're back.
And we're back. And
that was my plugs. I'm done plugging now. Sorry.
That's a lot of fucking plugs, but I'll just cut them all out. Yeah.
As long as you keep the United Audio plug, man. It's chill.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
All right. Okay. This is a good question for you guys. Who smells the best?
James.
James smells the best?
Yeah.
I reckon I just smelled him, and I reckon Zard smells pretty good.
Okay.
Still James.
There we go.
He works at the gardens. It smells like gardens, like grass.
Gardens normally do smell like gardens. It's weird.
I mean, it depends on like what do you like to smell. I smell like Hello Kitty spray. James smells like James.
It's a bit weird. What's special about Hamilton?
We're going to talk to the former and future mayor of Hamilton.
Hamilton is the best city in the world, and underrated and overhated. Gives Hamilton some
love. It is
love.
really fun to
God
hate.
damn it!
Hamilton.
It's lovely to hate it, but you know what? I mean, I feel like
it's totally fine.
Hating it,
it's totally fine.
Means that we're
Well,
not
compared to a lot of
hating
New
the other
Zealand
places
shows,
enough.
You don't give a chance to Hamilton, but I always like to say Hamilton is the Florida of New Zealand. And while it might like seem cursed from like the headlines and stuff, like there's so much magic and wonder here. This is a truly like a land of possibilities and dreams.
We got some good shit here, and
also
I
James,
don't know. I think.
Works here, not James. James is not his name unless he changes his
Damn,
name.
it's
to
a
James.
government
I'm
name.
Eduardo. Cut that out, please.
Damn. Shit, bro. They're coming after you now.
Yeah, we're cutting that out.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Well, you know what they say.
We're coming after
Oh,
us.
podcast fucked. No,
Change your name from James to James, and then your name will be the
Now we're just
same
putting
unless
emphasis
you
on it.
change your name again, in which case then they're back to James. Anyway.
But yeah.
All right. More serious question. What is the importance of live music?
The importance of live music. Live music is, I don't know. It's
for you guys. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's very important because it's the real essence of music. You know, like live music is music. Recorded music is music, but it's a different type of art compared to live. You know, live is in the moment. It's in the now.
When it's the energy, right? Like when you hear recorded music, and that is the way that they preferred to have put it out, like hopefully, ideally, and you can like resonate with that however you want, and that's its own thing. But when you see it live, you really like because you can attribute your own feelings to the recorded version and like associate it with it. However, when you see it live, like that is how that person is doing it. That's how they're feeling about it. That's the energy of what that is and what that means. It's also like the sense of community and everything around it that brings people together to go, I'm going to stand in this room and hear this person pour their heart and soul out just to be like, it's the soul to it. Imagine if you could never see a live show ever again.
Yeah, it'd be very
fuck
present.
that.
It'd be too
That felt like that's like
manufactured.
lockdown shit, you know, like when we couldn't see anyone live. It was. I remember when we did Minter Winter. That was our first show after lockdown. It was like, holy fuck,
Like, this is what we've been missing.
Yeah,
you know?
everybody was just gagging for it, eh? 'Cause
Yeah.
you've been missing the human connection.
Some people got some real, like, I don't know, good shit cooked up when they were in the isolation, though. They were like, I
exactly.
gotta sit and stew with myself as someone who's probably, like, normally socializing.
Yeah.
It was good for an artistic, like a really like self-artistic standpoint, but in terms of like the art of connecting with people, it was a killer, It was a very topsy-turvy time. But anyway, we're not talking about that shit because it's 2024. Dougfest 2, baby.
Dougfest 2!
Yeah.
Two Doug, two Fest! Gathering of the Duggalos!
All right, last question for you fellas before you go.
Here we go.
If aliens landed on the Earth, what is the first song you're going to play them?
Well, luckily the lizards and aliens have a good communion. We are allies and strong. We about it. So I've been yelling at them for quite some time. So I'm going to pass it to the Thief first.
I'd play the 2001 Space Odyssey soundtrack.
Damn, I had that answer before as well.
But fuck that.
I've only seen half the movie, so I gotta...
It's a good movie, man. The ending is crazy. But what would I play? Fuck me. MGMT. Honestly, I play MGMT's albums consecutively. There we go.
I would do. I would sit them down and like, I know I can only give you one, but I'm going to force them to listen to three. First, I would go Mindful Solutionism, Aesop Rock. Then I'd be like, genre whiplash, and make them listen to Slippery Slim's Comically Oversized Gun for Homicide. And then if they haven't blown their heads off by then it's Guillotine by Death Grips.
They're going to start a war.
And I got one more song to add.
We got good association. The Lizards and Alien community is strong.
Fly Like an Eagle by Steve Miller Band.
Ooh, banger.
Okay.
Just because it's spacey as fuck.
I would do Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, okay.
Jimi Hendrix is pretty good.
Show them the real shit.
Controversial take. Jimi Hendrix is pretty good. Yeah.
No one believes that. No.
Yeah.
No one believes it.
I've never heard someone say that at all in my life.
Yeah. I know, right? It's really original,
Shout out
and
to
that's why I
fucking
chose it.
Jimi Hendrix.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for... That was controversial, but brave.
Brave. Thank you. I try and be brave in times of, I know what I was going to say.
Anyways.
Times of adversity and strife.
Yeah, something shit like that.
That was a podcast and a half.
Well, yeah. Cheers for coming on, lads.
Yeah, sorry
I'm
for
looking
derailing
forward
your
to wrapping
shit.
it. It's all right. It didn't derail. You guys
Sorry,
didn't derail.
dude.
It was actually good because it's actually a little bit spicier,
We figured
which is good.
we'd completely
Because I've been
just come
doing
in
this
here
now
and
for
fuck it up.
almost 2 hours, so it's good to spice.
True.
I need it.
Well, that's what they have us here for. It's for
for spiciness.
Exactly.
You guys are the jalapenos in the burger, you know.
That's right. Yeah, and those double smash. Last place.
They are so good, bro. I had one last night.
Burgers?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to show you this video of me squeezing this burger real quick.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just because you gotta see it.
Oh yeah.
Squeezing a burger.
I hate this so much.
Yeah, here's my
but
last place burger.
This is his life. This is what he does.
Oh man.
You want to see me squeezing food, peep? Yikes, Viking.
Nah, I don't think
That's
I don't
at Yikes Viking.
Anyway,
we're out.
Shot, boys.